So talk about the event, because that's a proud thing. Talk about the event that you got going out there.
Yeah, so we have it's a coaches clinic modeled after many other coaches workshop, and actually I was an athletic director for 20 years. Some of you guys know that, and while being an athletic director, I had the opportunity to travel to I went to NACTA every single year and had a chance to mingle with some of those guys and learn kind of what was going on down there in those circles. At the time, I was the athletic director at Bunker Hill Community College and the associate athletic director at Mass Bay Community College, spanning about 10, 11 years. So I went to NACTA every year and learned the systems. Learned first and foremost how difficult it was to go from a 2-year school to a 4-year school. But being able to be in those circles, I saw kind of how they got down and how they did business, and wanted to bring some of that workshop style, conference style coaches that are going to be speaking, coaches and athletic directors. Lamar Reddix, who was on the bench at a bunch of different places, will be speaking. Carrie Moore, who's the women's head basketball coach at Harvard University, will be speaking. So each year I try to get prominent or reputable speakers that look like us to come down and share what they have. To the audience is largely high school, small college and AAU coaches. But the idea is to bring that level of professional development that we've seen at NACTA, those of us who've been to NACTA and those different national conferences. Some of you local folks in here will come out. But that's the idea. The idea is to bring professional development, the networking style that you see at NACTA to the locals and to brown folks that don't typically see that level of workshops and networking. So there'll be a coaches clinic. It'll also be a vendor fair. That's what the day will consist of. So in the background of the coaches presenting on the different topics, will be a vendor fair with, brown craft people and food. So if you know somebody that can be helpful, reach out. I'd love to have them be involved.
Coach, you said that's on the 19th, and where did you say it was and what time?
October 19th. It's at Madison Park High School, Vocational Tech High School, and the doors open at 10 a.m. But I'm looking forward to it. It's the second year of the event. And actually, the Black Coaches Classic consists of 3 phases, and this is the first phase. This is considered the community enrichment phase. The coaches recognition phase will happen in February. So in February, we'll have an basketball invitational. There are 6 games planned on that day. After the 3rd game, we're gonna recognize, some coaches who retired. And so I don't know if you guys know Al Ski, who played at UNH. Played at UNH. He's a Boston guy, had NBA tryouts, but has been coaching in the neighborhood for 20, 30, 40 years. And he's somebody who we're going to recognize, for example. Our first year, we recognized Charlie Titus, who's a big name. And we recognized Alfreda Harris, who's also a big name. So they were our inaugural class of, coaches that were recognized. And each year at this February event around Black History Month, we recognize a new class of inductees. The 3rd phase will be a summer look and, helping out youth programs. And we work with a program called Beantown Panthers that does a summer program in Boston.